Well, hello there, Milosh. Always so appropriate in the chat. At least it wasn't the first word out your mouth, though. At least you actually managed to say hi. I'm only kidding. Hope you're doing well. How's it going, Jota? Welcome, welcome. Hey, what's up, Levamp? It's like he never left. We are also streaming on Twitch today, so hello to anybody watching on Twitch. I will eventually have an overlay on the screen for a merged streaming chat, so everybody can see what's being said, but for now, we are good. Okay, so we did wrap up the Belsavis story. Is it Belsavis? Voss, maybe. Yep. Next stop is Corellia. I'm good today, thank you very much. Thank you. As good as can be, anyways. Hope you guys are doing good today. And may the 4th be with you. Hey, what's up, Mark? Welcome, welcome. How has this game changed since I last played? I don't know, man. When did you last play? Probably not much, you know? Probably not much. Say hi to Olivia for me. Just a chill viewer who asked a lot of Sidious versus Valkorion. Hell yeah. Olivia does say hi. She had. Hey, what's up, Jerome? You didn't miss much, don't worry. We're just progressing with the bounty hunter story here. Five, 6 years ago? That's a pretty big gap. I mean, you could come back and probably play for a week at best without getting too bored. Yeah, you're probably safe to come back for a bit, but if you're asking me whether or not it's worth it to sub, then that's probably just up to you. Mostly. One day, Milosh. One day you will get what you ask for. Maybe. If you didn't have a Mac, you'd play. But you could play this game on Mac, right? No worries, Levamp. Fair enough, fair enough. Enjoy the tube.
What are you looking at?
Let's get on with this, bounty hunter. I've troops to deploy. Darth Tormund demands that I dispatch you to capture Chairman Harlan Fane of the Corellian Corporate Council.
Where can I find Chairman Fane?
Fane and the other representatives have locked themselves up in their council tower in defiance of Imperial rule. His exact location isn't known, but it is likely that he and the other senior representatives are holed up in the tower's upper executive offices.
Get me a shuttle and I'll take things from the top.
The anti-aircraft coverage over in Corporation Island would atomize you immediately. Ground assault is the only option. Resistance will be heavy, but the Council Tower has several structural weaknesses we can exploit. The only thing stopping you from accessing the tower through the main lobby is sheer manpower.
I'll expect a warm welcome.
You'll have their undivided attention. I hope you're prepared for it. The executive suites have a private lift that will bypass most of the intervening levels. It'll require an access key used by senior staff. Also, unless you'd like to be trapped inside a lift shaft, you'll need to attack the tower's security center and disable their lift override controls.
Solid plan, General. I've got it from here.
Once those objectives have been completed, You should have a straight shot to the upper levels. And remember, you're to deliver Chairman Fane alive and intact. Dismissed.
Super serious, Mr. Imperial man. Super serial. You guys talking about croissants? I'm talking about croissants. Make me want a croissant. Hey, what's up, Josh? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Of course, it's 5 stream at 7 AM my time. Unbelievable timing. You're lucky I'm a night owl. Love it. Love it. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. We're actually at the end of the Bounty Hunter story, if you can believe it or not. It only took us like 2 years to stream this entire playthrough. Far too long. Far too long. How's it going, Yami? Hope you're good. Croissants, man. I would love like a warmed up. Really, the accent's coming in thick there. Sorry, I'll speak English for you guys. I really want a warmed up croissant. That's what I want. That's what I need. Maybe with some jam.
No. Slice it in half, put a nice bit of ham and cheese in.
Ham and cheese? Yeah, we can have a ham and cheese croissant, and then another croissant with jam in it, and then another croissant with Biscoff sauce in it, just cause we're going for the sweet tooth today.
Or a croissant and then do like eggs benedict.
Alright, that's too fancy now. It's too fancy. That's a lot of work. Too much. Too much.
Savory, you go sweet.
Yes. Doesn't surprise me, to be fair, at all. I really need to improve the size of my chat box here, because I'm not fitting a lot in. It's always good to see you guys talking to each other. Am I wrong in saying you can skip straight to level 50 now, and what's the level cap at the moment? So you can actually skip to level 75, I think, currently. Or it could be like 70. Let's check. Oh, it's right here, look. Master's Datacron and Equipment Bundle. Contains a level 80 promotion upgrade and a full arm set. Okay, so you can actually go all the way to level 80 with that boost. So you can skip everything. But you don't have to skip everything. Like, you can still play through the entire story. Because it gives you that option. Like, you can use the boost but still play from the beginning of the story. Or you can choose to skip it. That's optional. And that happens after you consume it. Like, you get to choose that.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Oh, man.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
I can't use this taxi place. Lame. Lame. Did you go for the war crime bounty hunter route? Not really. We're a little bit more neutral, I think. I've tried to balance it out in terms of light and dark, but apparently we've made a little bit more light side choices than we did dark side. France, Paris. And now you wonder which commits the most war crimes again. Do you know, I've still got that written down. I need to, at some point, come up with a concise list of war crimes in this game. Very interesting topic. What is the egg ban and dick, Olivia said? That's not what she said. That's not what she said. You have terrible hearing. Yeah, she said Benedict. It's not like you're prompted to choose want to play the story or nah. All it does is level you up to 80 and give you gear. Yeah, pretty much. But what I mean by that is it doesn't affect your ability to play the game from the beginning. Kind of. I don't think you're the only person waiting for that video either. You finished 1 to 3 episodes of Tales of the Empire. God damn it, it came out today. You guys were talking about this too. It's actually out today, right? I'm checking it right now. It is! Epic. Alright, I need to watch that. Well, I can't just stop streaming and watch it. As much as I want to. Nah, I'm just kidding. We need to get this bounty hunter story finished. Thank you for reminding me, though. I'm going to watch that as soon as I'm done streaming. Yeah, there you go, Mila. She got it that time. You got it that time. It released a few hours ago. All 6 episodes, surprisingly. Yeah, I was quite surprised to see that, actually. Did they do that with Tales of the Jedi? I think I remember that being a weekly episodical drop, right? Or am I remembering that wrong?
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Hey, what's up, Noble? Well, well, well. You've just got to say it the same way that Overseer Harkin says it. If it isn't the slave, come back with the Markaragnos relic. How dare you? I have that recorded too, actually, somewhere. I should make an alert out of it. Sith Inquisitor, the best. How you doing, Noble? Hope you're good, my guy. Will you end the stream once you're done with chapter 3? I mean, if we complete things really quickly, then I'm not just going to stop. We'll do some more stuff, maybe. At least make a start on the Jedi Consular, character creation, that kind of thing. Yep, you heard me. Jedi Consular. Yay. Definitely the SWTOR storylines there, Mark. Definitely, definitely. I'm doing good, thank you, Noble. I'm doing very good. Today I am, anyways. Glad to see you streaming story content. Yeah. Story content is what I usually stream these days. I have considered doing some other stuff, but, you know, that means maintaining a subscription, and I just don't know if I want to do that right now. I am currently subscribed, but I don't know if I want to maintain that. So, we'll see what happens. It was weekly for Tales of the Jedi, that's why it's so surprising. See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Along with, like, Bad Batch being weekly, like, everything's normally weekly. But, sure, what the hell. We don't mind, right? Put the always the latecomer as your, like, second alarm if you ever sleep. I don't know if it's fair to say that I'm always lit. Hit the corporate security chief's passkey. I don't know, maybe it is fair to say that. I'm gonna go grab an iced coffee real quick. You're just gonna make that at home, like all fancy. Do you offer that to your friends and your guests when they come around to your house? You want an iced coffee? You want it with hazelnut syrup? You got an espresso machine? I hope so. I hope the plot thickens. I'm not dissing you, by the way. I would love to be at your house and have an iced coffee right now. Yes. Definitely. I could use a strong coffee. Favorite character storyline? Sith Inquisitor. Gotta be, right? A legacy of Calig. See, Yami gets it. Yami understands. Ooh. Jedi Knight from Josh. Fair enough. I think that makes sense, though. I remember when you was telling me about you going through it. Or as you were going through it, sorry. You were very much enjoying it.
I got dibs on the big one.
Wait.
Sir, they're dangerous.
They're also not Imperial soldiers. This is clearly a question of money, not loyalty. Am I right?
I got my reasons for being here. Money's only one of them.
Look, I'm a powerful man. I can open a lot of doors. Let's work something out. The private sector always needs good talent, and we'll pay you what you're worth. Why collect one paltry bounty when I can pay you a fortune in regular wages?
I'm more the cash-in-hand type.
No head for numbers.
That mean I can bleed him?
You can't appreciate the opportunity you're throwing away. Show him the door.
Alright. I guess we're not negotiating. I think I've noticed quite a few moments in the Bounty Hunter storyline where the dialogue hasn't really matched up with the actions that follow. I wonder how safe this guy feels right now.
We can work this out. The Empire can have Corellia. I'll slip off world and retire somewhere in the colonies.
Should have thought of that earlier. Let's go, Chairman.
I can't stop you. I'll go quietly.
Nice. Return to General Crow. You liked playing an evilish Jedi Knight, obviously used a Sith Beoblid. Fair enough. They should have done some unique dialogue options for that. Would have been very interesting. A little bit more immersive too, right? That's a brave admission in this chat, Mark, by the way. But you do you, man. Personally, I rate the Trooper among the lowest of the stories. Probably a dumb question, but why are the Chiss working with the Empire in Star Wars The Old Republic? That's a very valid question. And the answer is probably money or leverage, or some other kind of deal that has been brokered in the past that they're trying to mingle their way in with.
You've obtained Chairman Fane.
It's these stupid pop-ups that come up.
You've obtained Chairman Fane. Good. We proceed on schedule. General, see to the bounty hunter's reward.
Yes, my lord.
Our next objective is to bring Corellia's beasts to heel. You will be the one to break them.
How do you plan for me to do that?
The Corellians cohabit with a number of species. The most numerous and organized are the Selonians. The Republic needs to see the Selonians accede to the Empire. A representative must be acquired.
Never seen a Selonian. What am I looking for?
Man-sized vermin with enough intelligence to fear us. They support the rebellion from Coronet City's interstitial maintenance corridors. One particularly tenacious animal leads packs of raiders to undermine our front lines. It will make as good an example as any. General Trow will brief you on the battle plan. When you have the creature, bring it to me in Axial Park.
You'll have your Selonian soon.
Trying to locate the Selonian raiders in the guts of Coronet City would be almost futile. Instead, you'll target an invaluable Selonian resource and force these raiders to defend it.
What's important enough that they'd risk fighting on our terms?
Solonians rely on a small breeding caste to reproduce. With their future at stake, the Solonians will have no choice but to act. Raid the Solonian warrens under Labor Valley, take your hostages, and hold them at these coordinates.
There's no glory in bullying the weak.
Once you begin pulling the mothers from their dens, even the civilians will attack you with unmitigated ferocity. These shock collars will keep the alien filth in line while you lead them to the ambush coordinates. When your objective is complete, report directly to Darth Torman in Axial Park. Just follow the sound of destruction.
Yeah, SFP Obla Jedi Knight. Definitely recommend playing as one of those if you haven't done that before. If you're going to be a dark-sided Jedi Knight, that is. It's just so fitting. I mean, like, you can start your playthrough, like, as a genuine, redeemed Sith trying to find their way down the Jedi path. And then just turn. You know, you just get to, like, level 20 and be like, do you know what? This sucks. Dark side the rest of the way. The finale on Tatooine was weird, though, as a Sith Pureblood. You're going to have to remind me of what happens for the Jedi Knight on Tatooine. I can think of the Sith Warrior, the Inquisitor, the Trooper.
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
Oh no, you're totally fine to talk about the story of the game in the chat, don't worry. There is nothing that you could spoil for me. Nothing that would be, like, significant anyways, or game-breaking, so don't worry. I actually enjoy finding out things that I've missed, to be fair, so if it's ever something that I've missed, then definitely don't keep that from me, because I would love to hear about it. On Tatooine, you faced off with a Sith Pureblood who challenged you to a duel. Okay. And he said he wants to stop the Republic from killing off the Sith Purebloods. Oh. This does sound familiar. Lord Praven. Okay, yeah, I remember now. You have the 1v1 with the guy. Yep. The moment I saw his face, I was like, yeah, I remember this guy. Checkmate. How dare you spoil that for everyone. How you doing, man? Welcome back.
Stand back.
Hope you're good.
Dangerous.
I'm not afraid.
I suppose that could have been a surreal conversation, playing as that race, right? Thanks for the sub there. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. The planetary scale vibrator. Love that. Love that. Ooh, level 50. Nice. Was Lord Praven? He was one of Angrel's subordinates who you can redeem and convince him to join the Order. I think that might have been what I did in my original Jedi Knight playthrough. It seems very familiar to me. Very familiar. Am I going the right way? Am I going the right way? I feel like I've gone the long way or something. There isn't a path forward. How did this happen? We're smarter than this. Well, apparently not. It generally sucks that he couldn't have become a companion, or at least have been used more. Yeah, that would have been cool. Some kind of optional companion, you know? Kill, redeem, recruit. Interesting. Okay, how the hell am I meant to get to this place? Obviously not that way. So let's go this way. Right. Ah, man, I hate Corellia so much. Have you completed the Bounty Hunter storyline for the 38th time? Fair enough. You know, I think I was chilling out with you at one point during one of those streams. You know, you must forgive me, really, Noble, because a lot of the time when I'm watching your streams, I tend to just not talk. Like, I apparently am very antisocial when it comes to watching other people's streams. I just kind of just be there and lurk. Hey, what's up, Jason? Hope I pronounced that correctly for you there. That's it, Noble. That's it. I'm glad you understand, man. I wonder if the devs will ever just say, like, fuck it, let's do flying mounts. Why not, right? Might as well. Requires level 80. Gotta go buy a flying license or some bullshit. I mean, let's face it, they're just gonna steal it from WoW anyways. If they're gonna take flying, they're probably just gonna take the full structure of how it's used. Alright, we navigated our way there. Partially. This way? Ooh, it's a droid. Yeah, I don't think I've looked at my skill tree in a while. Did you tune in for Wednesday's dev stream? If so, what did you think about it? Do you know, I didn't actually watch it just yet. I've pulled it up a few times on my second monitor, but I've just not watched it. As far as I know, there was nothing new in terms of story updates though, so I don't know if I'm going to be too interested in it, to be fair. I'd love to get the rundown from you though, if you're willing. Random question, but could it be that they buffed Master Mode flashpoints? Maybe. I do not know this. I do not know the answer to this question. You used to be able to solo them, but now, nah. Oh, I think that's going to depend, definitely, on what class you are, your gear, and how you go about trying to do it. Like, some of the Master Mode story chapters are still quite difficult to do on your own. But they're not impossible. Give me a flying rancor and I'll be happy. Give me a flying rancor. You just want a proper PvP update? Ah, it's never gonna happen. They've completely deleted PvP. No more ranked. Probably just reskinned arenas and war zones from now on, man. Like, it's unfortunate, but it's the truth. At least it's not getting the same treatment as GSF, right? But, yeah, no, I don't really see any significant PvP updates coming. I'm still shocked that they even decided to call their initial changes a revamp. Like, they straight up deleted ranked. And they were like, oh, hey guys, we're revamping PvP. But then they just deleted ranked. And everyone was okay with it. They're like, what the fuck, guys? You're just gonna delete ranked? Nice. Can't believe people were okay with that. Like, what the hell? Let's just remove the competitive side from the competitive game mode. That'll be a good decision. 99% of the PvP players leave. You're under arrest. Well, that was easy. You would love to try PvP sometime, but you have too much ping? Ah, that's a shame. I remember when I used to have really shitty internet, and it was hard to do things in this game. So, I relate. I feel for you. It does indeed suck. You're under arrest! SWTOR is getting a facelift. It will look more swampy now. There will be a new area, but apparently no dailies, new event where you literally get a farm, and we're getting a basilisk droid dog. Yeah. See, the problem is with that stuff is that should be like the footnote of the actual update. And the developers have this ideology of small, trivial, quality of life updates seem to be content, and that's just not the case. But for them, it seems to be okay. Like, they're doing that stuff and then presenting it to their higher-ups, and their higher-ups are going, oh yeah, that's new stuff, that's content, that's new. And then they're getting approvals, and then they just keep going and keep going and keep going. Yeah. It's kind of this lame cycle, to be honest. I really hope so, Yami. I would love to see Darth Jadis make a return. Or even be, like, somehow connected to the Malgus plot. It'd be really interesting. Hey, you can't help where you live, man. Cannot be helped.
I'm not the one who should consider surrendering.
Good. More fun that way.
They can go when we're done.
Right, I gotta kill a bunch of fairies now.
We're just getting warmed up.
Is that Sir Josh? They're releasing a story update titled Desperate Defiance. And it will feature more of Darth Malgus and Sahar. And with the possibility to turn Sahar to the dark side. Yes, Sahar. It is true. The dark side is far superior to the pragmatic ways of the Jedi. You will become my apprentice. Who is Sahar? Such an innocent question, but I find it hilarious because that's exactly what I was thinking when this expansion first came out. But anyways, Sahar is a character, I guess, is the best explanation of Sahar. You need to play the Onderon content. It's not bad. The visuals are really nice, to be honest. Like, I think probably Ossus wasn't great by any means. But after Ossus, everything else that they did, like things like Meksha, Onderon, what was the other one? Runic? Fantastic. Whoever they've been hiring to make the 3D models and the textures and just make things look nicer, but keeping in line with the theme of the game. Whoever they hired to do that stuff is fucking amazing. And they need a huge raise, because they are carrying this game on their shoulders. Probably, single-handedly. Who knows?
It's out of your hands now. Sleep tight.
Is there more origin story specific content? Not really. You still get those very slight references in Shadow of Revan. But that's it, pretty much, as far as I know. What else I know is that the developers have openly said in the past that they don't anticipate a return to that theme of storytelling like they did with the original 1 to 50. They have said that in the past. Although they do also say never, but, you know, that's just a cop-out. Everyone says that. Whereabouts is Daft Torment? Can I quick travel there? Yes. No. Gotta use the tram. A shame, because that's my favourite. Yeah, I think that's everyone's favourite. To be fair. You don't really like anything you've played after Shadow of Revan? That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'm running outside because Olivia's distracting me with something on her phone. Yeah, looks cool. Looks cool, looks cool.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Fair enough, checkmate. Going for that Lana romancer. No surprise, no surprise. Quite hungry, are you hungry? The devs heavily stressed and teased that we'd be able to determine Sahar's path depending on our decisions. I assume that means our Siths may get another Jacer, Ashara opportunity. Interesting. So I guess that means ultimately Sahar will become a companion whose true influence is aligned to ours. So it's like a paralleled companion to someone like the Handmaiden from Knights of the Old Republic 2. Because if you're a dark side in KOTOR 2, and then you also influence the Handmaiden, then she will follow you as a dark sider. I'm pretty sure At and Rand will do the same, and then they'll do the same thing as a light sider too. So you can kind of like decide their alignment, which is awesome. So interesting. I think you can count Ashara. We didn't turn her. She redeemed herself, if I remember that correctly. Like, my Inquisitor was fucking astonished. He was like, what am I hearing? Like, you've gone back to the what now? The Jedi Curd? Should have slapped her. How dare she? Yeah, I think Ashara, like, redeemed herself. So even if you did try to corrupt her, I'm pretty sure she doesn't remain that way. The one dark side option. Ooh, what is it? Which one is it? Remind me. Fair enough, Yummy. Fair enough. Do we have a date for when this story update's going to be released? Is it soon? Is it already out? Am I missing it? I don't think it's already out. Probably would have seen something on YouTube about it, right?
Your representative, Darth Tormund.
Impressive. For an animal. The trap is nearly set. All that remains is to capture the last figurehead of Corellia's old regime. Corellia's Civil Police Force Commissioner. Somehow Commissioner Carter survived the initial purge of dissenters before Prime Minister Falcone delivered Corellia to us.
Did the assassination attempt spook him into hiding?
Hardly. Since the purge, Commissioner Carter has rallied the rebellion. The public sees him as the last legitimate voice of the Corellian people. Carter and his Corsac officers are the backbone of the civilian resistance.
Corsac is one thing, but I'm not keen on dragging any more bystanders into this war.
It will not be an issue. Corsac's old headquarters is now a formidable fortress. Our forces are laying siege to it as we speak. Their standing orders are to block off any escape. That is all.
Can't we coordinate something?
There will be no assaults until you have secured the Commissioner. Contact me when Commissioner Carter is in custody. My troops will cover your exit.
I had a feeling that was the cutscene you were talking about. The decapitation one. Fair enough. So they're aiming sometime in spring. Interesting. Who was it that said that? Like, whose mouth did those words fall out of? This spring. And then I'll tell you how much we can trust it. Poor Valorant. I guess poor Valorant? Can't go that way. This way? Not this way. Is that Sir Josh? Okay. Then I don't suspect it being too far from the truth then. It probably will be this spring. But what I do want to know is how long the story content will be. Will it be the finale of the expansion story content and then moving on to, you know, the next part of story that comes with whatever patch update, game update? Like, they don't follow the usual MMO pattern that they used to. So it's super unclear on what they're going for with these patch updates. So it's good that they're doing these live streams to explain to people preemptively. But it's still a little odd that they haven't got that proper MMO schedule. It's still pretty much a single player, seemingly low funded, but probably not low funded. Again, it's always hard to put Star Wars and Nerf funds in the same sort of sentence, I guess. It's quite difficult to do that. Multi-billion-dollar franchise. I really don't think it struggles for funds. We have no idea how long it'll be, but I'm hoping it'll be decently long. And as for the future of Legacy Sith, it doesn't seem it'll be ending anytime soon. Yeah. The expansion itself has been out quite a long time now. I mean, not even Knights of the Eternal Throne took this long to get to the conclusion of the story. And that was like a bi-monthly release of chapters. Such a shame. Hasn't 7.0 been out for 2 years or so? I think it's been out for more than 2 years at this point. It was February 2021 when it was released, and it was actually meant to release in December of 2020, but it was delayed by 2 months, if anybody remembers that. They delayed it 2 months, and then they released it with more than 200 bugs. That they admitted to. Anyways. You're right. Hmm? You going to a shop?
I'm gonna go to help with being cute. Maybe film my car.
Okay.
Do you need anything?
Not really.
Okay.
You can get me some sick papers if you get the opportunity, but don't worry if not. Thank you. 3 maybe even, so 2021 February? I'm pretty sure that was the release date. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. You just want the option to romance Malgus. Okay, so it was February 2022. I had to look it up because it was bothering me. I was like, was it 2021? Like, it didn't sound right. Like, the more I said it, it didn't sound right. So it was 2022, February 15th. But it was meant to come out December 2021. But it was delayed 2 months, came out February 15th, 2022. So it's been out just over 2 years. This particular expansion. And kind of like the reason why it's not consistent with what they've done in the past is because in the past, they would have released like all of this content way in advance. They would have just shoved it all out the door. It all would have gone out, and then it would have been quiet for like a year and a half with no too significant updates. And then we would get more significant updates after that year and a half elapsed, or something along those lines. And that just doesn't happen anymore. Like, we've had just over a 2-year gap now with still drip-fed content, and then Onslaught was the same, except that was a larger gap. I think that was like 3 years? Closing on 4, possibly? I'd have to double-check those dates, but yeah, they just really haven't been consistent with the style of expansions and stuff that they do, and I think that hurts them, you know? It's like an identity crisis of sorts.
Well, look at you. Waltzing in here like you own the place. Come to finish what they started?
Got something special in mind for you, copper.
Go on and kill me. You'll have 1 million citizens rioting in the streets by sundown.
Huh. Guess I'd be in real trouble if I were here to kill you.
If you aren't out for blood, why are you here?
I'm a bounty hunter. What do you think?
I think you're greedy, amoral scum, here to sell me to the highest bidder. Imperials, I bet. The people you're working for, they aren't spice runners or thugs looking for a quick fortune. They're despots. Do this and you'll force billions of people to bow before the Sith. Is the Empire paying you enough to clear your conscience of that?
Better they bow than continue to get caught in the crossfire.
You're a real gentleman. Thanks for the chat. Now I know that what I've been doing is making a difference. Hit him!
Ah, stinking law! Gonna tear you apart!
You know, I reckon the Bounty Hunter also probably has some of the most action cutscenes, which is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Don't mind it at all. Also, fair enough, Josh. See what you said there. Yeah. So it's unfortunate to hear that they are still fleshing out the story. What exactly is it that they need to flesh out? Like, I hate it when they vindicate when I said in the past that they didn't preemptively plan the expansion. Like, how is the story not planned 2 years ago? How are you just now fleshing out the story? That's concerning to hear, like, from a developer. I don't think they realise that. They're a little out of touch, I think, with what they should and shouldn't be saying to people. This guy does not want to die. He's got a lot of HP. Somehow, Malgus returned. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I mean, when you think about it, when the whole Emperor storyline ended, there was pretty much no more significant characters to focus the story on. So they had to resurrect someone. They had to bring back some kind of fan favorite to have the game's story be relevant in some kind of way. Because take away Malgus and his whole conspiracy plot, take that away from what we currently have in the story, and everything would be super fucking boring. Like, no one would care about the Mandalorian stuff at all. Not even in the slightest. I mean, they barely care now. But it's being used as filler for the Malgus stuff, right? But take that away, and then what do you have? You have nothing. There's nothing there. It's boring.
You got me. Good for you. You want a medal? You and me, this battle, the war, not even a blink in the grand scheme of things. Corellia's been around a lot longer than the Sith's little upstart empire, and it'll be around long after the empire falls.
I've been to Terrace, Commissioner. The empire knows how to make a lasting impression.
They wouldn't go that far, would they?
You really want to take that risk? Sleep on it. Tormund, the Commissioner is secure.
Good. Our forces have control of the Corellian legislature. Deliver Commissioner Carter to the Grand Assembly. Your reward will be waiting.
Yeah, they probably considered Darth Jadis as an option. But the difference is, Malgus has been in trailers and stuff before. He's already an established fan favorite. So it was an easy win for them to just go, yeah, let's just put Malgus in the game. And that'll bring back a lot of people. People will get excited about that. And it worked. I imagine that did work to an extent. But, yeah. It is what it is. Heh, that would be pretty funny, Yummy. Yeah, fair enough, Josh. Fair enough. You know, even if it's not the exact quote, you know, I don't think it's good to imply to people that they haven't completed the story.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Yeah, like you could basically change those words and like say instead, you know, hey guys, the story's not ready yet because we're still currently making it up. And it doesn't translate well. Your target is here, frozen in carbonite, as requested. Why the hell is he in 1,000 pieces? Weight distribution. Yeah, fleshing out Malgus more on Ilum could have been a smart move. Yeah. There could have been more to it. Could have been more to it, but obviously they had to move on, and then they released Rise of the Hutt Cartel, and then everything else. Yada, 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 yada. It happens. It happens. You know, I didn't mind the Voss stuff. That was, an okay update. I go the wrong way? How did I go the wrong way? Oh, I see. This way? What Voss stuff? They did like a daily area, a new area that you can go to on Voss, right? Let's see here. Voss. Vossy, Vossy, Voss. Voss. McCab. Vossus. There it is. Interpreter's Retreat. That thing. Wasn't terrible. It was on the right path, in my opinion. More of that. More of that. Maybe not necessarily the distraction with the reputation grind. And definitely make those rewards better. Like, we already had quite a lot of the Voss outfits, or some of. We didn't necessarily need more of them to be attached to a reputation grind. You'd never seen that before? Yeah, it's part of Legacy of the Sith. Old Wounds, I think, was the name of that update. Patch 7.3. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. We did stream it on the channel, so it will be in the live streamed playlist somewhere.
Prepare the Commissioner for the surrender.
My lord.
Your success is noted.
So's your gratitude.
Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Watch these rebels sign our enemy's death warrant.
Might as well see this through.
Supreme Chancellor Janaris, respected members of the Galactic Senate, the Corellian people have chosen. We will not continue to be held captive by a failed system. I demand that Supreme Chancellor Janaris ratify this treaty and acknowledge Corellia as a sovereign system of the Sith Empire. It was only a matter of time. As Prime Minister for life, let me be the first to welcome you to Imperial Corellia, my lord.
Had you delivered what you promised, you would enjoy a longer reign.
If there's nothing else.
Make yourself comfortable. The trap is set. Now, we wait.
Darth Tormund desires your presence immediately. This way, please.
A large Republic fleet has entered the system. It includes the Founder, Supreme Chancellor Janaris' personal flagship. These reinforcements are attempting to consolidate at the Green Gardens. You know who leads them.
Seros has been spotted?
He is a conspicuous leader. Jun Seros seeks to urge Coronet City's Green Jedi out of their enclave and press the attack. When their forces are amassed, the Republic will attempt one last offensive. You have until then to reap your vengeance.
I'll keep my visit short.
Dispose of Seros, quietly. No one must know of his demise. Bring his effects to me.
Alright. At long last, we get to kill the Jedi. We have waited for this moment for far too long. We shall relish in their agony. Appreciate the sub to the channel there, by the way. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Alright, now which way should I go? I'm not gonna risk it, I'm gonna go this way. I feel like this is the safe way around. Imperial Corellia. It belongs to us now. Hopefully I can get through here. Looks like yes, so that's good. Currently I'm playing on SWTOR, but it's not my usual server. My usual server is Darth Malgus. One of those dual sabers in my collections there. Need a way around. From Europe as well? Well, from the United Kingdom. Technically not in Europe anymore, but you know, don't really care about that. It is what it is. Each update is its own chapter in this much longer story, so we do have this long story that we are continuing. So, long story that they are continuing. What does that mean though exactly? Without knowing the context of what new story is coming with the patch. I mean, like, so if we get to this new story update, and it's just another 5-second speak with Malgus, and then we don't learn anything new about anything at all, then that would suck, and that would be lame. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. being intentionally vague is just weird. Just say what you mean. Say what you mean. Yeah, okay, fair enough, Yami. I'm not going to argue with this. Probably round. Let's go round. Certainly, Josh. Certainly. Going to get up here. Or is it through here? Faster inventory upgrades with cartel coins account wide. Nah, no point doing that. Just use your credits. Use your credits until you get to the last one, and then use your free unlock that you get from the old bundle, if you get that anyways. I assume most people do get that. You get 2 free ones in a middle. Yeah, see, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. What's also interesting is that she said that the center of the legacy of Sith story as a whole is Malgus. Yet the Mandalorians have had more screen time than him thus far. That's true. That's true. So they said that the center of the legacy of the Sith story as a whole is Malgus. Yet the three, the Voss, have said that what they have seen will come to pass, with or without Darth Malgus, and that in fact, if he was to die, then this collection of events would come to pass more quickly. We established that much from the Voss story update. That was like the only new information that we got. So, is Darth Malgus the center of the story? Or is it just what he intends to do? Are his actions actually the center of the story? Because I have a feeling that Malgus isn't going to be around for much longer. Like, he's like cooking up his last FU, his last middle finger to the galaxy. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Yummy. I got a bunch of stuff too. Alright. We need this scene. I'm going to record this scene, I believe.
An intruder.
Go. Do your part to liberate Corellia. This is a private matter. You don't want to get in the middle of this.
Are you certain, June?
You know what's required of you. Go.
As you wish.
May the Force be with you.
You're persistent. Stubborn. I suppose that's why you excel at what you do, but the price is high. What won't a Mandalorian put aside for pride? I'd meet death head-on for a comrade. But would you kneel? You chose to murder Kelly and Jarl, just like you chose to kill everyone sent to bring you to justice. You could have surrendered at any time. You chose to become a murderer and terrorist. I only turned all that senseless destruction toward a righteous purpose. Killing my associates and slinging mud? Real noble. They made their decision, just like you made yours. If using you to expose the Sith's true face has dirtied my hands, so be it. It's time to answer for your crimes. When I'm finished, you'll be glad no one was here to watch you die.
See what I mean? Action cutscenes. Should have kept your friends nearby. Yeah, the fighting cutscenes use game logic, so it doesn't always translate too well. But I think it's enough to, like, express the message, right? Good point, Yummy. Good point. I suppose the way you could look at it is like you're getting them to a weakened enough state to the point where you can just simply snap their neck. You know?
I won't be the one after all. Now whose pride's getting them into trouble? Savor your vengeance. It's a small victory. You've denied me nothing here. In failure, I've undone all your accomplishments. In death, I return to the Force. What are you playing at, Seros? I've lost the battle, but won the war. By now, my peers are well on their way to rescuing your captives and tearing up your sham treaty.
Definitely a good point, Yummy. Return to the Grand Assembly. Okay. Let us go. See what the Grand Assembly's got to say for itself. Why did the player bother with the fight in the one choice overloading the cannons? Many, many, many questionable things. Wait, is it this way? I think it is this way. No, it's not this way. God damn it. Which way? Can I not just go through there? Surely I can, right? Surely the marker is just having my life. No, there's legitimately no other exit in the... What the hell? Empire Republics, in my opinion, he's once again trying to create a faction that's neither Empire Republic take on something big, and the big something will be the antagonist of the next big expansion. I don't know. I think we give the developers a little bit too much credit with that much imagination and creativity. I think it's much more likely to be something stolen. So think like Final Fantasy XIV, Realm Reborn, and the whole like cutscene thing that they did and rebirthed the game or whatever. I suspect they're going to do some kind of cheap knockoff version of that. That's truly what I suspect. And it'll probably be like another cutscene and a cool one or something. I don't know. We'll see. Don't we all, Vegeta? Don't we all? Good to see you, by the way. Welcome back to another stream. As long as they don't go and bring this shit back yet again. They're probably thinking about it. Forgive me being so late on these responses, lol, but yeah, you bring up some good points, and Malgus, the director, did say Legacy of the Sith was ultimately Malgus' story, however, so... Yeah. Don't worry about response time, man. We all got shiz to do. Whether or not his story will continue on or reach its climax remains to be seen. It needs to reach its climax. It should have done it, like, a patch ago. Like, seriously. Somehow, Vitiate has returned. Yep, I can see that. Somehow, Vitiate has made a copy of himself in a holocron that has been recovered, and he is free again. Just a weekly announcement on the holonet. Tenebrae on the loose, yet again. It's more like a local high. Fair enough. May the Fourth be with you, Sam. I appreciate you, Vegeta. May the Fourth be with you too. Rather than a definite climax. Love it. Was this seriously the only way I could have got here? Is there a quicker way? There must be a quicker way. I have to defeat them. Okay.
You want me to call you mommy?
Somehow Malgus is actually Wolverine. Fair enough. I'm interested in that story. Good point, Yami. Once again, very good points. Located Darth Tormund. There he is.
Pathetic. I did not see Seros. You were successful?
I brought his effects, as you asked.
Good. Only Jedi would call something this fragile Battlemaster.
Battlemaster some sort of special honor?
Before our return, Jun Seros taught all Jedi the art of conflict. His death is a crippling blow to the Jedi Order. And without Jun Seros at his side, the Supreme Chancellor is exposed. Victory is close.
That's going to get us the Supreme Chancellor?
Once the encryption is broken, we will know this data's true value.
I didn't come this far to let the big catch get away.
I will have the Supreme Chancellor's head. My subordinates will transmit the relevant data to your vessel when it's prepared. Until then, make yourself useful to Darth Decimus. The battle for Corellia is not yet decided.
Alright. Level 51. Cool. Use your ship's holo terminal. Alright. This is it. It is the finale of the bounty hunter story now. We are there.
Have I mentioned recently how much I enjoy serving you? I am a lucky droid, Master.
It'll be his final chapter. Hopefully. Well, I mean, not even necessarily hopefully. You know, they could prolong Malgus's life. Maybe he could become a companion or something in the end. I don't know. Just something needs to happen. Some kind of climax to this story. Some kind of point. Some kind of message. Some kind of action. Something big just needs to happen. Because nothing big has happened so far. Because literally right at the start of Legacy of the Sith, we are basically confronting Malgus already. And he's immediately arrested. And it's just, yeah, there's no fun in that. No fun in this House of Cards conspiracy. Alright, I'm going to take a very quick break and make a new drink. So I'll be back between 5 and 10 minutes. You guys welcome to do the same. I shall be right back. Alright, I have returned. Thank you for patiently waiting. Whoa. Let me catch up on the chat here. I saw you asking about deleting a loadout. I don't think you can. I think you just save over the new one. Which is technically deleting it, right? Like you're overwriting it. Skip the channel for a sorry if you were in it defaulted you to lines. So I made a new character. Fair enough, checkmate. Yeah, those default decisions will get you good. It'd have been much better if it actually gave you the option to be like, hey, do you want to have chosen all dark side options, all light side options, you know, like choose some parameters here. That'd have been better.
The Jedi are broken. The Republic forces are in disarray. Now is the time to strike. You will depart Corellia. Make for the Founder, the Supreme Chancellor's flagship, immediately. The Founder's landing codes will give the Republic fleet little reason to fire upon you.
You think they'll just let me fly right to the Supreme Chancellor?
The Republic should expect deception. We must make things convincing. Captain Horn has prepared an SOS signal using the Republic's ciphers. When you leave the spaceport, you will be pursued by our ships. The Republic will allow you to board, or they risk allowing one of their own to die. We will give them no time for doubt.
Should make a good anecdote for the next time I see Mandalore.
Do not hesitate to dispatch your pursuers if they become troublesome. You will reach the Founder by any means necessary. Once on board, your first priority will be to destroy all crafts in the adjacent hangars to prevent the Supreme Chancellor from escaping.
Improvised demolition is one of my specialties.
With no means of escape, only the Supreme Guard will stand between you and your prey.
I'm ready to depart for the Founder at any time.
I will await you on the Tyrant. The Supreme Chancellor's fate is sealed.
Excellent. Excellent. Somehow, Star Wars Central has returned. It should have been impossible. Somehow. What did you remember? Yeah, but I have a loadout I want gone as opposed to overridden. Like, completely gone. So if I create a loadout, just call it delete. You can get copy or edit. You don't get a delete button, it seems. You get an activate button. Yeah, seems like you can't just delete them. So, fair enough on that. The Pyrotech Powertech must be the #1 spot because flamethrowers. Maybe so. Maybe so. I suppose it depends on like how seriously you want to take the topic and like how in depth you want to go. Interesting. I feel that, Yummy. I feel that. If you create a loadout that has separate gear, will the high-tech gear on your main outfit carry over to the other because 306 gear is hard to obtain and expensive to remove? You have to, no matter what, you have to dictate what items are in your loadout, right? So you have to equip them into your loadout one way or another. I don't think anything's automatically moved across, if that's your question. Only story stuff should be considered for it to make sense. Also, the one sniper who fights with poison gas. Defeat the Firewing's captain and crew. Hello.
You want me to call you mommy?
Pilot the Firewing to the Founder. Where's the button? Ah, the full ship is the button. Alright. Plant explosives. No problem. I shall do that right away. I don't know how I can unlock purple 336 gear for hide and seek as a solo player. I'm not even sure what the highest current gear is, you know. Is it 336? I think I only did the PvP gear grind on my assassin. Don't think I did much of the PvE gear grind. $344. Fair enough. Yeah, I forget what rating my assassin is in. You say 336 currently for PvP. I wonder if I'm close to that then on my assassin. Surely I am. Kinda want to check that now. I mean, let's say you add a new outfit to a loadout that has no gear, but your main outfit does. Can you sync them so the gear rating is the same on both outfits? Let's say you add an outfit to a loadout that has no gear, but your main outfit does. Can you sync them with your gearing? Is the same on both outfits? Isn't the outfit a just separate entity anyways? So the answer would be yes, I think. In that case. Oh, we accidentally got rid of an armor piece. You can message customer service about that stuff, like if you accidentally delete an item, something like that. But you got to be quick, because like the longer you leave it, the less chance there is that it can be recovered, because of, you know, caches and servers and stuff all being cleared, etc., etc. But you can submit a ticket and like, you know, like, yo, I accidentally deleted this thing, and they'll be like, hey, no problem, we'll recover that for you. Explosions. You don't know when it was, you just noticed it's gone. You should check the buyback on vendors, just in case you vended it accidentally. Not in your cargo where you thought you put it? Yeah, if you're a sub right now, definitely submit a ticket. Do it before it's too late. It can't be sold? Fair enough. The item should be easier to identify then. Alright. Defeat the Supreme Guard. Sure.
Come on! Scream for me!
Easy peasy. Speak
So
to
many
Supreme
people.
Chancellor. Alright. I'm gonna record this one too.
So many people willing to lay down their lives for me. It should never have come to this. There's something I want to tell you before you do what you came to do.
It's not every day I get to chat with the leader of the Free Galaxy.
I'd ask you to sit, but I prefer not to kid myself. I reviewed the reports surrounding the operation to apprehend you. It's atrocious. A monumental abuse of power. I don't condone what you were doing, but I understand it. It was just your job. June made it personal.
It would have come to this eventually. You're good business.
Maybe before, but now I wouldn't be so sure. I've declassified the details of June Seros's actions against you. Soon the Senate and the people will know that elements of my administration doctored official records to further a personal agenda. The fallout will be tremendous. No matter how our meeting concludes, I'll be removed from office.
I'm sure it wasn't easy to come clean, knowing your career would be sunk.
June had no right to deceive the public, and neither do I. The people must be able to believe their leaders. The false accusations will disappear as the truth is separated from the lies. It's not a clean slate, but it's what you deserve. I'm willing to take things a step further, if you're willing to work with me.
One good turn deserves another. What are you offering?
Immunity, if you're willing to show me you're not firmly in the Empire's pocket. June believed you were in league with a Sith named Tormund. Is that true?
I'm sorry, but it's confidential.
That's answer enough. Be careful who you put your confidence in. Tormund's a monster. His troops have been butchering Corellians. On Raban, he flattened kilometers of homes, businesses, hospitals. A man like that can't be given more power. Let's fix this while we're in a position to do so.
I say we do 'em both.
Tormund plays straight and pays well. There's no question whose side I'm on. I agreed to this hunt. I keep my word.
Ever try smashing one of these?
I've got the Supreme Chancellor in custody.
Good. Make for the Tyrant. The fleet will cover your escape.
Excellent. Yeah, I think for the sake of the video, I'm going to choose the option that's like probably most canon, which I feel like that's what we've done so far. Not that there is a particular canon choice for the bounty hunter. Jesus Christ, it's a lot of explosions. I'm gonna record that cutscene. That looks like a cool cutscene. Bounty hunter that led the rise of the Chancellor Suresh. That's a crime against the galaxy in and of itself. Nah, as you can tell, like at the end there, he was saying that the truth of it was exposed. So either way, he was going to be out of office, and Suresh would have been in. So, yeah. Besides, there are other classes more heavily tied to the Suresh thing. You know, don't go blaming the bounty hunter for this. Let's probably blame the trooper, realistically. Happy May 4th to you as well, my guy. Appreciate you, Riley. You don't have to super chat, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. You was frozen today? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna record this cutscene. It's a cool cutscene. Alright. Let's end this. Leave Skadge behind. Shall we swap to Mako?
Don't bug me.
Thought you forgot about me.
We'll have Mako with us. I think it's not even really the trooper, to be fair. I'm just slagging it off for any reason I can. I think it's more just the story arc itself that you play on Taris, like the planetary story on Republic side. You'll learn more about Suresh there. You meant on the ship, but okay. Well, who else should we have? If not Mako, or even Skadge? Blizz?
Alright.
Screw it, let's take Blizz. Blizz won't betray us. In any capacity.
Is it care or squeamishness that brings the Chancellor to me alive? The effect is the same. Today we have shaken the galaxy to the core. All will know our names and tremble. Relish it. There will be other victories, but none this sweet.
You should have seen him beg.
I will see the Dark Council bow their heads to me in veneration. You're a valuable asset. Perhaps my most valuable. I will make good use of your talents when I take my place among the Dark Council.
Anytime you need someone to make room for you at the top, you give me a call. Just make sure your offer's competitive. This is a business after all.
I would expect nothing less.
Alright.
Seeing you return to this ship always warms my circuits, Master. It reminds me I am still functioning.
Cool. That was it. That was it. Something does happen with Daft Tormund. Not really sure what it was. I think, well, you can betray the Sith Lord, right? So obviously he can turn against you in the end, but only if you ultimately choose those consequences yourself. So like if I sided with the Chancellor and took all light side options, that kind of thing, then there would have been a slightly different ending there with Daft Tormund. But yeah, we took the probably the canon ending there, the most bounty hunter ending ever, really. Yeah, a nice simple applause because we all love the bounty hunter storyline, and we're now done with it. It's complete, brilliant, fantastic. Which means we can move on to the next one, which will be the Jedi Consular. We're not going to do that right now, though, of course. But we will be doing that. Probably going to do it on my own server, though, this time. Just because. Just because. Hey, what's up, mate, Puppet? Good to see you back. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Nothing else to claim. Could check my assassin's gear now. Hey, what's up, Blue Buoy? Love the name. Welcome to the chat. Jedi Consular. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so this still Not sold either. Appearance options, expanded selections. Can't give it away, apparently. Gear, 326. What did you guys say the PvP gear rating was currently? Was it 330 something? Have I got more grinding to do? Am I no longer top tier? I don't think I was best in slot to begin with, but there we are. There are quicker ways to kill me, Sam. Brilliant. Brilliant. We have to do a canon playthrough as well. 336 for PvP, if you remember correctly. Okay, so I guess I've got a little bit more grinding to do in terms of PvP gear. But we're not too far off, so I guess that's good. Guess that's good. If we want to do some PvP, then we're ready for it. Not that there's any rank to do. Alright then, guys. That's going to be it from me for now. So I'm going to go ahead and stop streaming there. I may or may not fire up another stream later tonight. We'll see what happens. But I should be streaming again tomorrow, though, regardless. So whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, thank you very much for hanging out today. And I will catch you guys next time I go live. So you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.